Hey everybody, AZ Batfish here. Welcome back to PrimeFools. Man, I'm excited to finally be back on the server and getting ready to make some progress. We are down in the vein mining area where we ended up, where I showed you in the last episode, and I've been a little busy, not too much. I've run this ME cable all the way out here, and guess what? It doesn't work. I've got an energy acceptor here. I had this hooked up earlier just to see. So, yep, there we go. Power's on, and nothing. I have concluded that I am just too far away. This is too far. And I've been doing some research, you guys, and I think I have an idea of something that we can do. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that I want to use the Ender IO telepads to get there, because, I mean, it's not that far, but it's far enough that it's kind of annoying. But one of the other things that we can try to do is do some quantum entanglement with our ME system. Yes. It is the dimensional transceiver of applied energistics. It's called the quantum ring, I think. Yep, it's these quantum rings and a quantum link chamber. Together they create this multi-block structure, which basically allows you to link one ME network over large distance without having to have physical connectivity, which is great because I can get those almost 10 stacks of cables back. Good night, man, that took a while. I'm kind of sad that doesn't work. But on the other hand, I'm kind of glad I have this option so that I don't have to run a million miles of cable every time. The problem, you guys, that I'm worried about is this right here. This is actually a dense Foex crystal, or not crystal, dense Foex cable. But of course, since we're using the light version of Applied Energistics 2, all the channels and stuff have been turned off basically, so we don't need this cable. But I mean, it looks like I can still craft it. I hope this doesn't crash the game. All right, it's in my inventory. It's in my system. Can I use it? Okay, what am I missing here? Logic processors. Always missing logic processors. Oh, I made some. Sweet. Thought ahead. Good going, me. Alright, quantum. Click the thing, click the thing, click the thing. Yes. Okay, that is pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to craft up some stuff here. Well, real quick, I can show you. This is pretty easy to make, I think. Yeah, these are, I've got all this stuff. Bam, right? Okay. So make a couple of these and yeah, I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so I've crafted up the blocks I need for the actual structure, but we're not quite there yet. We need something really special to make them work. So I've got this machine here from Applied Energistics called the matter condenser, and we are going to use it to craft something called the singularity. Now that is going to take quite a while. So if I look in here, see, this quantum entangled singularity is what we are after. But that is, you know, in order to make that, we need first this regular singularity. So we're going to need to use our matter condenser to basically condense something like 256,000 items. Yeah, 256,000 items are going to be condensed into one single item, and in order to do that we also need the 64K storage component, and I don't think I have any more of those. I got a 16K. Alright, so I'll need to craft up some of that, but what I'm doing let's see if they've hatched yet. Nope. Alright, I've got a bunch of string chicken eggs here because I figure string is one item that maybe I can use. I don't know why, I just arbitrarily decided to use string. But yeah, I did. So once these chickens hatch, I might even need more of them because this is going to take a while. 256,000 items. Okay, finally. Man, that takes a little bit. It's a little grindy. We're gonna have to automate that real soon. This is a bit of a spaghetti mess right now. But if I did this right, each one of these export buses has string in it, and assuming this all works, if I did it right, which I don't It's not looking like it did. Maybe. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. Whoa. Condense into singularities. Okay. How about now? Anything? No? Aha. There we go. I was foolish. I had it connected to the energy acceptor, which of course only moves power. So I just kind of piggybacked off of the ME system right here. Oh, man, I just love this mod. This is so crazy. Of course, this probably wouldn't work at all in the full version, but yeah, that's fine. So anyways, this is going now. And as you can see, I've got 5 export buses on this thing, so it is cranking away pretty nicely there. But I am pretty sure I don't need to add any acceleration cards or anything like that, because I am probably pulling items into this a lot faster, I'm sure, than I'm actually producing them. Because if we look down in here, we could just watch my numbers go down. I mean, you can kind of see it. It's hard to see because of the string, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's gonna take a while, and this is going to take a very long time, you guys, because I'm gonna need to come up with a better way to do this. I gotta think of some things that, oh, you know what? Okay, so things have temporarily gone crazy around here. Things are out of control, man. They've gone nuts. Look at all this crazy nonsense. Actually, it's not really that nonsense. So I was going to wait on this, but I've decided to actually swap out what I'm collecting here. Instead of string, I'm using gold nuggets because, gold nuggets I think are a lot easier to get. Not only do I have the chickens up there, which I now have a whole bunch of them going, producing gold nuggets for me, but I've also got the cows producing gold blocks. And if I had a way to automatically craft gold blocks into nuggets, that would be great. And I actually do. So what's going on here is these molecular assemblers, and like I said, I wasn't planning on getting to these yet. I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of these once I get down to the subterranean stuff over there. But real quickly, what you're gonna do is build one of these pattern terminals, which is just a crafting terminal, and another thing I'll show you real quick. So you build a pattern terminal, which is crafting terminal and an engineering processor, which will allow you to turn these blank patterns. You basically take a blank pattern, put it in here, build, whatever crafting pattern you want, you put it in here, and then you click a button and encode this crafting pattern onto your blank pattern. Now I can clear this off because what? Oh, that should not have. Anyways, yeah, that's how you encode the pattern. And then you use the pattern in your molecular assembler. And I've got export buses on the top, import buses on the bottom. So it's just pulling out gold. It's pulling out gold blocks from my system and turning them into ingots and then putting them back in the system. This one's pulling out ingots, turning them into nuggets, and then putting those nuggets back into the system. So there we go, automatically going. Now I could turn this off by just I suppose breaking some of these cables, but for now this is good. I can let this go because gold is important, obviously, but it's not so important that I can't deplenish my stock of it because I basically got it on infinite amount. So this was me piping all of my gold from here, all my gold ore I had in this chest. I was smelting it down, and I've got a few more gold blocks now that I can add to the system. Well, I got some bad news. I don't have a gold cow anymore. Not sure what happened here. But yeah, this one that looks like he's gold is actually copper. And yeah, looking through here, looking at all of these, don't see any gold, these lighter, yellower ones, energetic alloy, this one's bronze. I don't have a gold cow. I know I used to have a gold cow, and I'm not crazy because I've got a gold drawer here. The only way there would be, gold in these drawers would be if there's cows. Why can I hear cows? It's like they're right here, but there's no cows nearby. Whoa. Haha. Nice. How in the world did this happen? Whoa. Hey there, little buddy. You come with me. What on earth? Oh man, I am really happy about this. I hope my gold cow is in here. How did this happen? Ah, there he is. Nice. Alright, that's the last of them. It's kind of weird having the sound muffler here. You'd expect it to be really loud. So now the weird thing is I've got duplicates. Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on with there. Solarium there, there's Solarium over there. I've got like XP there. There's another XP cow over there. There's 2 Essence cows right here. I've got 2 copper cows now. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just going to assume that it was lag and move on. Sweet, I've got my gold cow back. That's the important thing. I was worried about that because this thing is moving pretty quickly, and without being able to replenish those gold blocks, I was going to have to turn this off. But I think this will we'll be able to leave this running now, because even though it's taken quite a long time, I am not even anywhere close yet. We can at least safely leave this machine running. Alright guys, so quick little update here. I'm now completely out of gold blocks. I've got 17k gold ingots in here, and I am cruising through these gold nuggets, man. So one of the things that I've just done is I've added an acceleration card here, which makes it craft faster, but more importantly is I've added 2 acceleration cards to this import bus, which is making this all of these go at once instead of counting down one at a time. So that is pretty slick. So this is really cranking now. I could probably make it faster even if I put another acceleration card in there, and that's pretty easy. Those are easy to make. So you gotta make these. Let's see, acceleration card. It's this advanced card, which I've actually got a couple, but this is how you make it. Or I've got one, I think, actually. So let me go ahead and make a couple more. If I have any of these. I do. Nice. Haha. Sweet. Alright. So then turn in an acceleration card. Just mix it with a Foex crystal. Grab a couple of these bad boys. And then we come over here. And let's see. We slap one in here. And that's pretty quick. What happens there? Bam. That's nearly instant. You know what? We might even need to put an acceleration card into the export bus just so that it can kind of keep up. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. So we can watch in here and see how quickly these numbers are climbing now, because I've got a bunch of chickens. I think I've got maybe like, I want to say 48 chickens. 48 gold chickens in here. Of course, they drop nuggets, not anything extremely useful, but for our purposes, hey, it's helpful. And yeah, so these are just cruising in there. I am going to be AFKing for a bit. Haha, success! We did it! I've actually been AFK all night. Well, technically I had a little bit of insomnia. It's now 4:30 in the morning. I woke up super early, but hey, I'm glad I did, because I caught this just as this had started on the second one. So that's pretty sweet. So good timing, brain. So we'll take this guy out here. Now I've got some other interesting things in my inventory. I've got this tiny TNT, which is just from Applied Energistics. We're gonna need that here in a second. It's just it creates an explosion, but I don't think it actually does any damage. Which we're gonna need the explosion here. Something else I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need an ender pearl, which I have a bunch. I have a bunch of them. Now I need a thing called ender pearl dust, and I need my alloy smelter. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Bam, ender pearl dust. Oh, it went into the chest. Right, of course. Of course it did. Okay, but even though it supposedly doesn't do any damage, I still want to take it out of the base. But first, I need something to set it off. Do I have... yeah, nice. I have a couple of them. Sweet. Alright, let's run up here and do it by the water. Drop down. So, now I've got this singularity, and I need it to be a quantum entangled singularity, and to do that, we're going to take off my... Oh, I've already got it off. If I'd had this on, this wouldn't work. So we're going to throw this guy on the ground. We'll throw that guy on the ground. We'll take our tiny TNT, and we're going to blow it up. Maybe. Can I not activate that way? Okay. No problem. No problem. Let me grab this. Grab... Doesn't matter. Do I have any buttons already? Yes, I do. Cool. There we go. Oh, I guess it did break some blocks. But, whatever. That's cool because it worked. Quantum entangled singularity. And you notice we have two of them. You have to make them that way because now these two are quantumly entangled together. Let me repair this. Alright, so before we do anything with them, I think it's probably a good idea to rename them so that we don't ever lose them, right? Like these are actually, if you know anything about quantum mechanics, which I don't know very much, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know anything about it. I know very little, but you know, you get quantum entangled pairs, right? So these two are forever tangled together. So I need to make sure that I don't actually lose them, and so I want to name them one at a time, actually. And it doesn't really matter, right? So we can call this, we'll say it's a quantum entangled singularity number 1A. Makes sense to me. And then for this one, we'll do the same thing, except for we'll call it QES1B. Damn. And are my game sounds really loud for you guys? They're really loud for me. Come on, brain. Sounds. I keep turning this down. Maybe it's my headphone volume. All right. What was I doing? Right. So now that we've got our... I'm telling you, it's 4:30 in the morning. Give me a break. Now we've got our stuff here. Okay, we want 1A. Now, the structure itself is actually really simple to make. It's just 8 of these quantum rings like this with a... quantum ring with a quantum link chamber in the middle, and once you put that, this is the structure. Now you've got to link it up to your system, like so. And then once you do that, I think these little... Did the lights come on? Yeah. The lights click on. So that's how you know that it's got power. And then you link it up by just putting your... this guy, the quantum entangled singularity, in here. And now we come back down here, and you know, this is where the system's coming in. Again, this is all temporary. I guess I maybe didn't mention that. This is where I'm placing all this stuff right now is just temporary to make sure that it all works. So we'll come over here. We'll go like this. You know what I forgot? Yep, forgot my energy acceptor. Now the thing about these is you do have to have I'll just grab this. You do have to have power on both sides to get it started. So we have a dimensional transceiver here. Now this is already linked to my reactor system. So this should be getting power. And in theory, if I link this up, okay, lights come on. Very good. QES1B in the system. Okay. Moment of truth. Oh, man. Yes, that is sweet. Oh man, you can see that? This is not connected. You all saw me. This is bedrock. I can't build stuff. There's no hidden cables. Nothing up my sleeve. Oh man. Oh man. That is epic. This is awesome. That is so cool. All right. So now I have easy access to my ME system from way over here. And how are there still cats spawning there? Look. Okay, maybe that's like literally just outside the range. Yikes. So anyways, this is super exciting. Since I can do that, can I just go ahead and let's see what do I need to make these? I'm pretty sure I got all the stuff together, didn't I? How many ender crystals do I have? Oh, I remember now. All of the ender crystals I used to make all of these dimensional transceivers I've been using. So luckily, how many do I need? I need, I need 9 telepads, and I need 1 each, so I need 18. Okay, let's make a couple more soul vials real quick, if I can. Nice. Okay, so 18 soul vials, and luckily we can quickly get to the end, which is a great place to capture Enderman. Alright, got our telepad blocks. Getting closer. Getting so close now I can taste it. Need a couple other things though. Let's see. What is that thing called? It's called like a coordinate something. That's it. Coordinate selector. This thing's pretty cheap to make. I don't think I have a compass, so let's make one real fast. And then we'll put this together. Bam. So we got a coordinate selector, and then we'll need some paper. I think, yeah. Need some paper to actually use it. What this thing is going to do is going to print coordinates onto the piece of paper for us. And then we're going to use that in the teleporter. Now, I am also going to use some dialing devices. These aren't strictly necessary when you only have two locations, but if I ever want to add more locations, I'm going to want to have dialing devices. So, yeah, this is dark steel, octadic capacitors, ender resonators, electrical steel, all easy stuff to make. Alright, I'm ready. Okay. So, dimensional transceiver, this thing is so awesome. This is going to be important to us right now, but we're going to go ahead and craft up our telepad block, and this is another multi-block structure. This one's from Ender.io, and this is just your 3 telepad blocks. Bam, like that. And once you get them on the ground, they connect up like so. And of course, I've got my dimensional transceiver here. They are touching, so now as you can see, it's got 100,000 out of 100,000 RF. It's getting power because they're touching. Then, as you also might have noticed, and if you remember in the last video, these also take Dew of the Void. So I am going to hook up these fluid connectors here. I'm going to set this to extract, always active. Set this one to insert, and then click on here. And if we go into the dimensional transceiver down at the bottom on this fluid tab, you can see I've conveniently hooked up that Dew of the Void cloud that I showed you in the last episode. Its drum in the room underneath is directly sending into this channel. So if I click on receive, bam, we're getting Dew of the Void through this dimensional transceiver. That is so cool. And internal tank filled up, good to go. So the other thing we're going to do here is, of course, shift click that on there, put our dialing device on the telepad, so that we can do stuff with that. We're going to need to give it power though, so I've got some energy conduits. We will slap that on here and click that up there. I like to I don't need this here, so I like to disable any connections that I don't need, just to kind of keep it looking a little nicer. Yeah, okay, and then here I will just put that on insert, even though it's not strictly speaking necessary, just to keep things, best practices and all that. I am a network engineer. Okay, So this is good to go. Now I'll show you how to use this coordinate selector. So I've got paper in my inventory. If I shift right click a specific block, it will come up with this as long as I've got paper in my inventory. So under here I can give it a name, and I'm going to call this Subterranean Ops. I don't know if that's how you spell it. I'm generally a pretty good speller. So that captured the coordinates here, and as you can see, I've got one up here that says home base. So I already did this once back at home so that we could do this on camera together. Now if I right click the dialing device, we could see, ooh, it is losing power. I might not have enough power to run all this stuff. I might need a bigger reactor. That's not good. We'll have to check that out. But quickly, I can say, okay, home base, click onto here. And now it loads into the system. I can actually take this back. I can click the button, click teleport, and bam. Back at my base. And now, of course, I've got this one here as well. I'll need to load it with you gotta click in the exact right spot. There we go. And now I should be able to teleport back and forth. Why? I think there's just a lot of stuff pulling power out right now. Let's I don't know if we can actually diagnose any problems here. And see, this is still more or less at max. It's kind of struggling a bit. It's dropping a little bit every once in a while. So I think we are just, yeah, you can see there how it clicks down to the -1, -3. We are just at the cusp, I think, of maxing out what I've got putting out from here. I really hope they update this soon so that I can like right click on here and see how much power it's producing, how much power is being drawn out of it. That would be really handy to know. Alright, well, replacing the cable seemed to fix that little issue. Who knows, man? Modded, lag, all of the above. Yeah, or it was operator error. just got back from editing the video, and yeah, I saw it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I added a little notification there. I had accidentally set that to insert instead of leaving it on extract. Anyways, yeah, I also noticed while editing the video, it's getting a little bit long, but before I leave you guys, I want to show you. I found a couple interesting things. So, we killed the dragon last episode, and I said I didn't get an egg. I did. That was me, again, being derptastic. My infinity laser, of course, when I kill something, its drops go to that chest, and I forgot about that. So, of course, the dragon egg was chilling in that chest. Also in that chest was a Rendog loot bag. I have no idea what that is, but it's really exciting. We're going to open it here. And I also get this Forsaken Fruit, which says, feed it to sacred or demon moo to make them reproduce. You only need to feed it to one, so that's good. So I think we're getting a little bit closer to unlocking the mystery of these named moos. So we're going to take this and maybe do something with it later. Real quick, though, let's check out what's in this Rendog loot bag. Oh, man. That is awesome. So I got the mythic. I guess might be the only way you can get this. That is pretty sweet. So now I've got a mythic one, Moses II. That's pretty cool. If you follow Rendog's channel, you'll know what that is. Doghouse, awesome, and Logolas. That's pretty sweet. Well, it's an empowered Ender IO hatchet. That's pretty sweet. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, guys, we'll have to do all that stuff later because we are definitely out of time for this episode. So if you guys liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about all this crazy stuff going on in this modded world. Hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content, don't want to miss anything. Check out the other PrimeFools. Their links are in my description as always. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.